Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Physics Learner, where I have already uploaded 7 videos on electric field and charges. First, this is the second PUC first chapter, where I have discussed a very theory part also, and also CET, the theory part which is helpful for the CET questions. So whoever are new to my this channel, so I wish you to join my channel or subscribe my channel and watch my previous videos before watching this video, so you can get a idea about what I am discussing today. So today we'll discuss about a problem part, where I am discussing about 10 to 15 problems on this chapter. So you can easily solve the problem part in your theory paper, that is physics paper, in a PUC board exam. There will be 15 marks for the problem part, where you can get 15 marks. There will be you have to solve the 3 problems. I think there will be options also, choosing 5 in 3, so you can choose any 3 problems whichever easy to you. So my suggestion is that it is the best, or where you can get easily a 15 marks. You have nowhere to remember the all the you have to know where to study the lines or what, you just to remember the formulas, and you have to continue your solving method. All you have to just to memorize the formula, and you have to write the given method, what are the given data. You have to write those data and just continue to solve the problem, and easily you'll get the, and you have to write the unit also. You can get easily unit. If you not remember, just go through the formula and multiply the units, and you can get the unit, and you can easily get the 15 marks. I request you not to lose those 15 marks. So I am doing every lesson of second PUC chapter, so where for second PUC students it is useful for solving problem part also. And why I am stressing the second PUC only means the main part of the CET questions will be on the second PUC, so which is very useful for you. So I am just stressing about on the second PUC part. So without getting late, let us start to solve the problems, where I have already written the questions, so that makes to that consume less time. So let us read the questions, and let us try to solve those questions. Where I am started the questions with the easy formula. So these questions are a little bit easier to you. So next I'll go to a little bit tougher problems. So first problem, let us go. That is the force between the, just first understand the question. The force between the two small charges sphere having the charges of the given data. Just write the given data. Given this charges they have given. Q1 2 charges means you have to take Q1 charge, that is 2 into 10 raised to minus 7, and the Q2 charge is equal to 3 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb, and place 30 centimeter apart in the area. And then they ask just the force between the two charges. First read the question carefully fully, and then write the given data. So if you read the full question, then in your mind it will if you read the question, then definitely a formula will arise in your mind, and that will be easier to solve very quickly. Before giving data, read question fully. Okay, the force between the two charges, they asked Q1 Q2, where they have spaced 30 centimeter apart, 30 centimeter. Okay, if any distance they have given in centimeter, you have to convert it into meter. So it is SI, it is a standard unit, that is meter. So you have to, if you given any centimeter, you have to convert it into meter. So R will be the distance between the two charges, R will 30 centimeter. Meter is nothing but centimeter into meter means you have to multiply into 10 raised to minus 2, that is equal to 30 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. That will be equal to 30, just minus 10 raised to minus 2 means divided by 100. Just if you are not getting easy, just do these steps. Divide by 100, so 0 0 cancel, 3 by 10 means 0.3, so it will be 0.3 meter. You all know that coulomb force between two charges is given by a coulomb force, that is F equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 q2 divided by r square. This is the formula of Coulomb's law. Just apply the given data, given q2 and r is equal to 0.3, and you are going to get the answer. This much is the, so what is the easiest step? You just easily get the 5 marks to solve these type of questions. So do not leave these questions, just first try these questions all. Okay, you know that 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught value is 1 by 4 pi epsilon, it's a direct value given as a 9 into 10 raised to 9. It is the value of the this value 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Just apply here 9 into 10 raised to 9 into q1 charge is 2 into 10 raised to minus 7, and q2 charge is 3 into 10 raised to minus 7, and a distance that is r square, that is 0.3 whole square, 0.3 whole square. And you will be given the calculator, or just divide by calculator, or you can make it by hand solutions also by your mind. Just write 9 into, just take the numericals this side, 2 into 3, and these 10 raised to minus 14 minus 7 minus 7 minus 14, minus 14 minus 9 will be 5, 10 raised to minus 5, then divided by 0.3 whole square they have given. 0.3 means 3 by 10, 3 by 10, so 3 by 10 means 3 into 10 raised to minus 1, so square is means 3 3s are 9 and minus 2. So here this 9 will get cancelled, and 6 into 10 raised to minus 5, and this minus 2 will goes up and plus 2 it will become, so we'll get 6 into 10 raised to minus 3 Newton. Force will be always measured in Newton. Just write the Newton. So if you write the unit, then if you don't write the unit, then you will lose 1 mark. So be aware of this writing of unit. This is the easiest problem, that is for they have given all the data, just apply in the formula, and just this is the first one. Let's go through the second. I have taken a second, it is all based on the dimension formulas. So it may, I think these type of problems are rare in the question paper. So just if you have a very tough question paper, then you will get this type of questions. So let us read the question. Check the ratio k e square by g, that is gravitational constant, and MEMP is dimensional less. Check whether this given formula is a dimension less, means all the dimensions gets cancelled, the unit of these gets cancelled. You have to check whether it is all cancels or not. So look up at a table of a physical constant and determine the value of the ratio. What does the ratio signify? Means what this ratio signifies? Let us check out. First let us check out the what about the dimension here going on. So just write this formula given k square by g MEMP. We have to know the dimensional constant, dimensional formula for gravitational constant. If you don't know, just don't worry, just go through the formula. You know that gravitational force means a force between any two objects if you are kept in a distance far, that is given by not a, it's a gravitational force. Force is given by the gravitational force between two objects, that is F is equal to g into m1 m2 divided by d square over m1 into two masses. The force between the two masses is equal to m1 m2 divided by distance between their square, and g is a gravitational constant. We want the dimensional unit of a g, so just take g one side, then we'll get g equal to f d square by m, d will multiply m1 m2 will come down. So you know that force is where the Newton is the unit of force, Newton, and d square is a meter square, and m1 m2 are kg, mass is measured in a kg, and distance is measured in meter, so meter square, and mass are measured in kg square, and it will up and per kg square. This is the unit of a g. So now easily got a unit of a g, that is Newton meter square per kg, and k is a, you know that it is a Coulomb's constant. K just we have know the formula of electrostatic force. This is a gravitational force, and Fg is a gravitational force, and this is electrostatic force. There is a force between the two electric charges. that is given by K into Q1 Q2 divided by R square. The force between the two charges is given by this formula. So we want a dimensional formula for K. Just similarly take K one side, then Fe R square by Q1 Q2. Force is always measured in a Newton. Just we want unit of a K, so apply the put the unit of these all, and R square distance is measured, so meter square. Q1 Q2 coulomb square, then upper row per coulomb square. So put these all in this equation, units in this equation, and find out whether those units all gets cancelled or what. Okay, K we have already find out the unit of the K, that is electrostatic force constant, that is Newton meter square per coulomb square. And E square is nothing but E is a electron. E is a electron where it has a charge. Electron means it has a charge, so charge is measured in a unit coulomb. So E square means it is a coulomb square unit. Just we are now writing the unit all, coulomb square. And G we have a gravitational constant, we have removed the unit, that is a Newton meter square per kg square, per kg square. And masses, these are the masses where the masses are measured in a kg. So there are me, mp, two masses, so just we have to write that to kg square. Kg square y means two masses are there, m1 m2. So check whether the all gets cancelled, so n will get cancelled, and meter square gets cancelled, and the per coulomb square and coulomb square, so minus 2 plus 2 here gets cancelled. And here also kg per square and kg square, where kg both gets cancelled. So here we get a dimension less, this is equal to k square by g me mp. The formula of k square by g me mp has a dimension less, where we have proved that all the units are gets cancelled, so we get this is a dimension less. So the given ratio we have to check, they have said, so you have to write that the given ratio is dimension less. The given ratio is dimension less. Okay, so next we have to find out the value of this and identify what does this ratio signify. We have to find this ratio's value, k square. We all know that the values of this, where these are all the universal constant, where k, we also know that k value is 1 point k value is 9 into 10 raised to 9. Electrostatic, we just know we have that is Coulomb force constant with k. E square is I'll just write down all those values. K is equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9, and E square, E is value, that is 1.9 1.6 into 10 raised to charge of a electron. E means just the charge of electron, 1.6 into, we all know that 10 raised to 19 coulomb. Next comes the gravitational constant, that is value, that is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. We know that gravitational value is constant is 6.67 into 10 raised to minus 11. So unit I can just we just now find out the unit here, G's value, unit it is here, we have already find out those. And one more, this is me means the mass of a electron, that is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31. mp is a mass of a proton, that is a 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. You must know these all the values, these are universal constants. You know that k, we already know that Coulomb's force, that is k value is 9 into 10 raised to 9. Just put all these values in this formula, and you are going to get apply these values here, and you are going to get an answer. I have just multiplied and kept that answer, that is will get that 2.3 into 10 raised to 39. We are going to get this answer, and there will be no unit, because how will just signify, that is you have to just divide it by equation of gravitational force and electrostatic force. So what is the gravitational force? Just divide those equations, that is Fg by F gravitational force and electrostatic force. So gravitational force is just that is G into m1 m2 divided by d square, G into m1 m2 divided by d square, or I can say r square, and divided by for electrostatic force, that is k into, it is here q1 q2 divided by r square, k into q1 q2 divided by r square, and here r square gets cancelled, so we'll get that gm1 m2 divided by k into q1 q2, or you can write this as electrostatic force divided by gravitational force, and this will go up k q1 q2 divided by g m1 m2. So we got that this signifies the ratio of electrostatic force to the gravitational force. So they have also asked the value of this ratio and what this signifies. They have asked, you have to write the last equation. This formula signifies that therefore the formula signifies the ratio of electrostatic force to gravitational force. Just write it in a full form with a neat, so we can easily get a 5 marks. There is nothing. I have also said you with a clearly how to find out the unit of every each, and you don't know anything, just you have to put the unit of k. How also I said that k is unit, that is k we have to take on one side k, and just we have written the unit of every standard units here, and just we have put all those and cancelled as and put the dimension less, and we have also apply put these all values in this equation. So we get this value. Just check out that value solving by yourself, and just how by seeing this formula you have to just remember those formula. K square, when it comes electrostatic force has that k square divided by r square, and these are the gravitational force. So you have to just remember and just put this value and the ratio, then we'll get that this formula signifies this. This is the second formula. This is the second problem. Let's go to the third problem. Okay, the third problem is here. 4-point charges QA, QB, QC, and QD. These charges you later you decide. You read this 2 micro minus 5 are located at the corners of the square ABCD of side 10 centimeter. What is the force on a charge 1 microcoulomb placed at the center of the square? Just draw the square. Okay, what they have said, 4-point charges QA, QB. So sorry, I'll try this QB. Just go through the series what they have go through the series what they have given. QA, QB, QC, and QD, and just write those numerical 2 microcoulomb, and QB is minus 5 microcoulomb, and this is minus 5 microcoulomb, and this is also 2 microcoulomb, and this is also 5 microcoulomb, sorry, minus 5 coulomb. And they have asked, read the question once again. Located at the corners of ABCD of okay, the side is 10 centimeter and 10 centimeter. So what is the force on a charge 1 microcoulomb is placed at the center? Okay, they have placed 1 microcoulomb. Due to these all 4 charges, they have asked what is the force at the center. From this problem we are getting more idea and more ideas to solve other problems also. I'll discuss all those points here. Just draw diagonals so that where you intersect a diagonal get a center point. So at this center point they have asked what is the force due to charges. See the charges what they have given, 2 microcoulomb and 2 microcoulomb, both are equal and also opposite, both are equal in the charge also and also in the numerical, 2 coulomb charge and 2 coulomb charge. And we have to check the forces due to first these 2 charges. Due to this charge it will be in this direction, and due to this charge will be in this direction. Both are in opposite and also have a same charges equal, both are equal and opposite. So due to these 2 charges here the force will be 0. So here these 2 forces will be cancels. Next comes these 2 force charges. Force at 1 coulomb charge due to these 2 charges. Minus this is a minus microcoulomb, this is 1 microcoulomb, this is negative, then the force will be always towards the negative charge. So due to this charge the force will be towards it, towards will be this from the force between this charge and this charge will be towards this direction. So and next comes the minus microcoulomb, then here also negative charge, and this will be in this direction. The force will be in this direction due to these two charges, and where the both the charges are equal, minus 5 microcoulomb and minus 5 microcoulomb, and are also opposite in direction. So here also the force will be cancelled, hence the force will be 0 at the center of this square ABCD. Okay, have you understood? The force at the center will be 0. You have to explain with all. If they have given like this type of question, this type of questions for 5 marks, don't write only one sentence. Okay, you have to go through the each sentence. Okay, first sentence will come due to this charge, QA charge, QA and QC charge, that is 2 microcoulomb and 2 microcoulomb, which are equal and opposite. We have to write those all equal and opposite. So the force is 0 at the center because of these two. Force is 0 at center, or you can say at 1 microcoulomb. Same sentence you have to write for the minus 5 microcoulomb, and that will be the second line. So distance before that you have to just don't know what the type of charges are kept here. So just you have to find this distance also. They have given 10 10 10 10, and this distance will be AC square. AC square is equal to 10 square plus 10 square, that is 100 100 plus 200. Then AC, the diagonal distance will be 200 means 100 into 2, 100 square root is 10 into root 2, and this diagonal will be 10 into root 2. And this distance we want, because we are just finding the forces between this charge and this charge, and you know that force between two charges is equal to K into Q1 Q2 divided by R square, the distance between those two. This distance we want. The diagonal distance we know that 10 into root 2, and this distance means just divided by 2. So root 2 by 2 means that is 10 by root 2. How is it? If you just remember this something, if a by root 2 means a by root a, same a same will be, if a by root a means that will be root a will come up, this value will be root a. If root a by a means, then 1 by root a, it will come downward. So remember this will be easily solved. We can easily solve without wasting time. You can also say that how this came 10 by root 2. We can say that that is here 10 into root 2 by 2 means you can write that sorry, I'll continue here. 10 root 2 by diagonal, that is divided by 2, that is 10 into 2 raised to half, root means 2 raised to half divided by 2, then 10 into 2 raised to half, and this 2 raised to 1 goes up, and 2 raised to minus 1 it will become. So then 10 into 2 raised to half minus 1. So 10 into 2, just take a LCM, half minus 1, that is equal to 1 minus 2 will multiply here, 2 divided by 2, that is called minus 1 by 2. You will get 2 raised to minus 1 by 2. You can write this as 10 divided by 2 raised to half, that is 10 divided by root half raised to half means that is root 2. You got this answer. I have written here 10 raised to half you got. You can also do like this. So better you have to remember this. If a by root a means that is root a, if root a is up in the numerator, root a by a, then you can write that 1 by, it will come down, it will always cross section, root will go up here, root will be down, this much you have to remember. So you have to write this all equation for 5 marks. You have to make at least one page. I have written this one equation, just then you have to write solve this also, because if they are given for 5 marks. Okay, for any problem for this like this type of questions, they have given a square, and they have just asked if you have a different charges here not getting cancels. So if you have a different charges, so apply now whatever I have just they have to just find out the diagonal side, and you have to just divide by, and you have to find out this side, this distance between these two charges. I have showed that method. And if you got this if you got the distance between these two charges, how to find, then you can easily find, just multiply this charge and this charge into that formula. You know that Coulomb's force between these two charges. If you have different charges, just first find out the force between these two charges. If it is positive, and if it is positive, then the force will be in the opposite direction. Both will this will be in this direction, and this will be in this charge will be in this direction, and this both will be in opposite direction. If it is negative, okay, I will show you. In this one problem only I will discuss you and discuss many points, so where you can solve other problems easily. So I am saying that if it is positive and the given charge is also positive, so for this the field lines will be always away from the positive charge. Okay, this due to this charge the force line will be in this direction, and due to this charge on this charge will be in this opposite direction. So we have to just remove the magnitude. And next comes the, if you have a negative charge, here, and the force will be in this direction, and this force will be in this direction. So sorry, I have mistaken here. If it is a positive direction, then if both will be in the same direction only. If it is negative and positive, both will be in opposite direction. And some questions you can get to if they have given three charges here, q1, q2, q3, and they are asking you to find the charge on this point. So due to this charge, you just know they will give you on this side what will be this side, and due to this charge, due to here at this point will be in this direction, due to this charge it will be in this direction, due to this charge it will be in this direction. If they are asked the direction, just show it in the diagram, and you know the magnitude, they will give side, and diagonal you know how to remove the length of this diagonal. Just do like this problem by using Coulomb force only. They are going to arise many questions like this type of questions. Okay, and also many problem you can get a zero here if both are equal and opposite charges. If you have in a diagonal sides, just don't write a zero directly, just to write those all sentences, and also remove the diagonal length, and write one equation, q1 q2 divided by r square. So, that is 2 into 2 into 2 divided by this square minus and this will be same equal and opposite. With opposite direction means you have to take minus and then write 0 directly. Do not write 0. And this is the third problem we are going to discuss. So you can easily take a screenshot. I am requesting you to write down all the problems or any notes I am going to discuss. So whenever you want to revise, you have to revise all these theories or all these videos once again. So I am not saying that to watch videos once or more, it will waste of time. Just see my videos the one time, and at watching you one time only make the notes, so that next time you just refer those notes. Don't watch videos 1 2 3 times where you will waste more time. So without wasting, let us go to the fourth problem. I think you are understanding my problems. So I'm requesting you, please, if you don't understand anything, or if you are a PUC students, I request you to share these videos to more of your friends, so those can get easily through their subjects. Let us go through the fifth problem. The fifth problem says that, okay, 2-point charges where QA QB are located at 20 centimeter apart, and we have to just find out, just they have given easy, and they have asked what is the electric field at the midpoint of the line joining AB of the two charges. If a negative test charge of a magnitude 1.5 is placed at this point, means at the midpoint, what is the force experienced by the test charge? If negative test charge of a magnitude, this is the test charge. If we have kept the negative test charge at the middle of this line joining, let us draw the diagram. Okay, before solving the problem, just draw the diagram with a diagram drawing. You will easily understand the problem. They have given a 2-point charges placed as 20 centimeter apart. Like a point at a B point they have given already, let O be the midpoint of this line. So at a point A you have a 3 microcoulomb charge, at a point B you have a minus 3 microcoulomb charge, and this distance is 20 centimeter. See guys, they have asked you the what is the electric field, not the force or a coulomb force. I am just saying a force. Okay, if they have asked a force means force, here it is a equal 3 and 3 and negative sign 3 microcoulomb and minus 3 at the midpoint, both are equal and opposite. So we can here the force is 0 at a midpoint. You can easily say that force is 0 at the midpoint because both are equal and opposite in signs. So if they have asked a force, then you have to write a 0. So they have asked the electric field. Electric field will not be 0 due to the equal and opposite. Electric field will not be equal to 0, because you know that electric field due to these two charges electric field will not vary, means it is not depend upon any magnet, any direction, any opposite or equal signs. It is just you have to find an electric field at this center. So do not confuse at this point. So if you will get most of the students will get confused here. If they directly they will write a 0. If they have seen equal and opposite charges, then they will directly write the 0. Don't confuse. First read the question carefully what they have asked, whether they asked a force or electric field. Here they asked electric field, so we have to find the electric field at this midpoint. We have know that electric field formula, that is K into Q divided by R square. Why it will not be 0? Electric field means at center for a force we have to find out, means Q1 Q2, two charges are required, two charges. So electric field due to this point, the formula says only a single charge. We have to, it depends only electric field on a single charge. So electric field will not be equal to 0. So distance between 20 centimeter, we have to convert R is given 20 centimeter. So converting centimeter into meter, just multiply into 10 raised to minus 2. So 10 raised to minus 2 means divided by 100, that is 20 divided by 100, where 0 0 cancel. 2 by 10 means that is 0.2. So 0.2 meter we converted into meter distance. So now we have to find the electric field at this point due to this charge, first charge, and E1, that is 3 microcoulomb. Electric field lines, due to this is a positive charge, this will be away from this line, this line, and minus 3 coulomb means it is a negative charge. Electric field due to negative charge will be towards this charge. So we cannot get a we cannot cancel here electric sorry guys. So here electric field will not cancel, both are in the same direction, so electric field may not cancel. So if we consider the force means, both are same charges, that is 3 microcoulomb and minus 3 microcoulomb. At the center, due to this charge means 3 coulomb will be minus always due to this charge, positive charge will be away from the positive charge, means it will be away due to this charge, and due to positive charge, and this will be also away from this charge. So here two charges will be considered, so we cannot get any force here because both forces are opposite, so force will be 0. So how I said electric field, because we are only considering one charge, it is one charge at this point, and then I will consider another charge. Okay, that's E1 we do have to find due to this charge E1, and due to this charge E2 field. So E1 E2 will be same, magnitude of E1 plus E2 we have to find out. So here negative sign will not be considered. If we consider magnitude of electric field, negative charge will not come. So both all are same here. K is same, Q is also 3 microcoulomb, 3 microcoulomb. Just E1 E2 means 2 into E. 2 into E, that is 2 into K Q by R square. Why I have written 2E, just to understand. Here we have to just find out the magnitude of E1 and E2. Magnitude of E1 and E2. So both the magnitudes are same, only directions are means only the sign is changes. So sign here it will not bother because we have a magnitude here. So K into Q square with 2 into just put all the values, that is 2 into 9 into 10 raised to 9 into the charge is 3 into 10 raised to minus 6 divided by r square. So 20 centimeter, this is a whole, 0.2 meter is a whole meter between A and B. Just we want this much means divided by 2, so you can get 0.1 meter. Okay, 0.1 meter, and just we write a 0.1 whole square. So 0.1 whole square. You can also write that 2 into 9 into 10 raised to 9 into 3 into 10 raised to minus 6, or you can write this as a 10, that is 10 into 10 raised to minus 2 whole square. Okay, just solve this, all multiply this 9 into 10, you will get the answer 5.4 into 10 raised to 6 Newton per Coulomb. They have asked electric field. Yeah, you know that F is equal to E into F is equal to EQ, then electric field is equal to F upon Q, then force is Newton, Coulomb is charge, so it is equal to Newton per Coulomb. The unit you can get easily like this. And see the next question. If the negative test charge of a magnitude is placed at this point, negative charge of 1.4 is by, what is the force experienced by this charge? If we have already found out the electric field at this point, that is this is the electric field at the midpoint. In the first question they are asked to find out the electric field. We have got that 5.4 we have solved, 10 raised to 6 Newton per Coulomb. Then they are asked and they have given a negative test charge, that is a Q. They have given a Q is equal to 1.5 into 10 raised to minus charge Coulomb. They have given, both are given. Then they asked what is force experienced by this charge. We already know that equation, F is equal to EQ. Just multiply this equation, 5.4 into 1.5 into 10 raised to minus 3, then this will equal to 8.1 into 10 raised to minus 3. Force is measured in Newton, that is F, force experienced by test charge. Okay, like this also they can ask two questions. In the first question they asked the electric field, just find out the electric field, and in the second question they have given a charge, just write the charge, and they asked a force. You know the equation of force, F is equal to EQ, then you can get answer. This is also, these type of questions also they can ask for 5 marks. So write it down or note it down carefully by pausing the video. So still we have many problems on this chapter. I have already written the questions, and I have written where these are. I have covered all the formulas of these lessons using these formulas, so which are very helpful to you. And today's video I am ending up here. So next problems I'll discuss in my next video. So I request you guys that share these videos among your friends, so they can be also helpful from these videos, get help from these videos. And if you have any doubts, or if you are satisfied from my videos, please comment me in the comment section. So thank you.